You have said in your own words that austerity is reaching an end. That includes Greece, and if not, why? And how and when do you see this happening?
Greece is in a special situation because it's a country under program. But we want to move to normality. And what does it mean to me? It means that first we have to succeed in the implementation of the program adopted in July 2015. And I'm quite satisfied with the good progress we've made in the discussion on reforms and the implementation of reforms. There has been a completion of the first review, which led to a disbursement of more than 10 billion euros to Greece. And we're now discussing the second review, and I think that the talks are going quite in a positive direction. Second, on this basis, I believe that the confidence can come back on the Greek economy, that the investors can see that there is attractiveness there, and that growth can be enhanced. For next year, we in the Commission, we've got a forecast of 2.7% for Greece next year, which means also job creation. And that virtuous circle, success of reforms, coming back of confidence, investment, growth and jobs, is, I think, the way we should follow for the future. The Greek authorities are taking these responsibilities. With these reforms, I'm conscious they are difficult for the people, but they are necessary for a modernization of the Greek economy. If they take the responsibilities, and they tend to do so, then we must take ours. And I think that must be the spirit in which we must enter into the perspective of future talks on debt restructuring. I advocate for a global agreement by the end of this year. I know that the path is narrow, but I think that there is a way for the success.
Despite what the German Chancellor said about the debt relief, that there is no chance there will be given such a thing in Greece.
The Eurogroup will have to discuss these issues before the end of the year. I know the will of the President of the Eurogroup, Jeroen Dijsselbloem, is to try to find a global agreement. It is also mine and the Commission's, and that's the message which I will carry to Athens in my visit there from Monday to Tuesday. We'll have the occasion to meet the Prime Minister Tsipras, Minister of Finance Tsakalotos, other ministers, also representatives from the business community, because we need to have the business on board to modernize an economy, and some MPs. And so, yes, I'm quite confident that we entered into a new phase in the Greek program, which is the phase of success. I know that this requires efforts from the Greek people. I'm very conscious of that, but I think the reward through growth, confidence, jobs, and hopefully an agreement on debt is going to come.
Okay. Are you? So I can say that you are an advocate of IMF contributing to the program.
I think that we need the IMF on board. The IMF is a very important partner since the beginning, and it helps stabilizing the credibility of the program. This is why any kind of deal needs to have the IMF on board. But we also need to be balanced. That means that we must seek for moves on that, but that we must also have a proportionate request on the reforms that need to be made. And I would say that the reforms we ask are demanding enough, and that delivery is quite satisfying, and I think that we must follow this path.
And last question, when do you see this debt relief coming?
Again, if the Greek authorities take their own responsibilities, we should take ours.